Game on! Brought to you in part by St. Croix Rods, best rods on earth. Ardent, rule the water. Now that's why they call me the Extreme Angler. Strike King Lure Company, gearing up champions for over 40 years. This week on Extreme Angler TV. You think drop shot, you think, oh, you're fishing all just deep. And as you see today, I'm fishing shallow. See where it should be. My rocks and docks will be right back. Hey, welcome back to another Extreme Angler TV. This week we're going to go to cottage country. And am I going to fish topwater, jerkbait, spinnerbait? Nope. Drop shot in shallow water. We're talking anywhere between 4 to 8 feet of water. When you mention drop shot, traditionally you think deep water, smallmouth, largemouth, spotted bass. Not this time. These smallmouth are seen to be holding to those weeds. I could try stick worms or tubes, but the drop shot, it's a subtle, non-intimidating bait presentation. It's there, it sits there, I shake it, they come out and eat it, it's great. So next time you go to cottage country and you want to fish for those fish, don't just go to the same traditional stuff like the jerkbait, tube, etc. Give them something a little bit different. Give them the same things these guys are using out on Lake Erie and St. Clair and Simcoe and lakes like that, where traditionally you've got those big, deep smallmouth lakes and shoals and stuff. Use the same presentations, alter your lengths of bait from the bottom, and I'm sure you're gonna catch them too, like I'm hoping to today. Let's go get some. Weeds. See, this is the stuff I'm fishing right here with the drop shot. Old cabbage. You think it looks brown? Nah, it's just like tobacco green. And that's what they're sitting in. That's what the bait's in. That's where my bait's going in. That's where I'm gonna be catching them today. Anywhere from 8, 9, 10 feet. The shallow is 4 feet. Let's see. You get on the outside edge of this stuff. They seem to be on that. If I'm on this weed bed's in about 4 to 7, 8 feet, and a deeper edge. Let's see if that's the case today. But if I'm in 3 feet of water, and it goes down to 5, I'll fish the same thing. Let it go down, shake it a bit. I just weed down there. Kind of felt spongy. That's what fish feel like right here. Let's see. Yes. You know why it felt spongy? Because it was a smallmouth. I put it back in there and he ate it. Look at them pull, eh? They love this stuff. Love it. Drop shotting in the weeds, cottage country. How can you beat that? Just tire them out, eh? Tire them out. How big are you? Look at them. They fight like they're absolute giants, don't they? And I guarantee you they're not giants. They're just solid fish. Look at it. but you gotta have confidence in your products. Rod, reel. That's why I like these Ardents, man. Smooth drags. You can pull these fish out of this stuff. See what I mean? Just a decent fish, nice chunker, not a giant fish. Just a decent, thick-bodied little bass who dinged it the first time, then came back, ate it the second time. Let's keep going, retie, hopefully land one of those big ones. Picked the right presentation today, but they're just subtle. They come over to it and just, whoop, they're there like mush. Pick up your bait and it's there. If you're throwing a twitch bait or something, you feel that strike, you can lean back, wham. Drop shot, you just have to lean back and hope that hook finds its right mark and get it in the right spot. Because those tiny little hooks, they're really sharp. Drop shot ones at Daiichi, they're just the world's sharpest hooks. Well, they are. But man, smallmouth somehow sometimes find a way to get off. Oh, he spit it! If there's one tip you should remember about fishing drop shot, whether it be deep or shallow, it's subtle. It's a subtle, unintimidating approach. So you want to just barely move that bait. I don't care if you're using a finesse worm, goby style bait, whatever it is. The more subtle it is, the more chances you're going to get more and bigger bites. You just want to put that in front of the fish's face. They see it, they're going to eat it. The depth's right. 6 feet. The cover's right. We just need one big one to find our bait and decide that going to eat it. Yes. Yes. Good one too. See? Good one. Keep that rod bent. Make sure that hook's in there. He looks like a nice thick one. Look at him here. And get him out of these weeds. You just knew these weeds had to have another fish, eh? Look at him pulling line. That's where you got a fresh line, man. Look at him going out there. He's out here in front of the boat. Look how tough. Man, these smallies are tough. I can't get over how tough these things are. I'm tightening up just a bit. Keep the bend in the rod. So far, so good. You don't want to put too much pressure on. You pull that little hook out. You never know if he just got some of the skin of his mouth. But if you got it in a good spot, chances are the fish ends up in the boat. See how chunky they are? They're not giants, but they just fight like devils. You're tired, aren't you? You're nice. Look at that. Nothing at all to write home about. But perfect hook placement. You know he was not coming off. Look at, it's there. Like I said before, just a nice fat fish, isn't it? Beautiful looking fish. I want to come out here and do some drop shotting. Look at the belly on him. That's where the beef's coming from. And just nice and thick. You ready? Huh? Gonna go? Here in his freedom. So I worked around some rocks and things like that too, thinking that maybe they'll hold some fish. Squat. As soon as I found a little bit of broadleaf cabbage with little stems sticking up, I worked 2 weed beds to nothing, came out to one on the deep point, lift up, fish on. I'm gonna keep going, but you know what? I wanted to come up for the morning to play around with something a little bit different. Instead of throwing the jerk bait, spinner bait, tube, or topwater, drop shot's doing it on these subtle but aggressive fish. Sounds like an oxymoron, but it's not. They're not chasing stuff, but they're eating stuff. They're eating the drop shot. Let's keep doing it. A couple big ones, man. Yeah, good one too. Yeah, see? He's a good one. Look at him go, look. Where are you going, boy? Oh, cow. Crazy guys, eh? Pull out of here. See that? Still in that weed, sand edge mix, man. 6 feet of water, catching them with the drop shot. Any depth, man, from 2 feet to 20 to 40, 60. I don't care how deep you fish for smallmouth. Look at him pull, look at him go. He's tough, he thinks he's big. But isn't that what it's all about? The pull, the pursuit. He didn't look too bad. Oh, he is nice too, eh? He is nice. That's a boy. I like when they swim right into the net. Look where the hook is. That's in a spot, I guarantee you, you could have fought them until doomsday. It wouldn't come off. So what I do is, see the pliers there? Get it right in the, see that? As soon as you touch it, that's it. We'll let them go and take some pictures, but they fight. They give me a thrill on a hot morning on a cottage lake. It's 78 degrees. It's almost time for me to go swimming, but you know what? That's for another day. For now, let's keep putting through the drop shot, fishing those edges, find the small, shallow weed pockets. And if I have to, if that gets exhausted, I'll find those ledges and edges that go from 12, 13 to like 17, 19, 20. Look for the arcs, put the drop shot down, set hook, keep going. Now let's see what else is in here. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that's a good one too. Look at this. Look at him. Oh, he's off again. What the heck? Come on, seriously. He should not come off on that sharp hook, man. Oh man. You catch some, you lose some. I cannot stand losing them. One of the biggest misconceptions guys have, if you think drop shot, you think, oh, you're fishing all just deep. And as you see today, I'm fishing shallow, 6 feet, 7 feet, the most, maybe 9, 10. But these fish are showing me they're not chasing tubes, the stickworm is not going down fast enough, and they're not chasing, you know, wild twitch baits and crankbaits and spinner baits and stuff. So the drop shot is a great alternative, even in the shallow stuff. And it's only 4 to maybe 10 feet of water. But I adjust the length of the hook from the bottom. In this case, it's about 1 foot deep. It's good. I've got other rods rigged with some that are about 8 inches, some about 20 inches. So I can cover, depending on how deep I am, throw it in and keep it, that bait, almost right where those fish are suspended, or they see it going down, and it stays up. It doesn't go on the bottom. So it stays in that zone that when they turn sometimes and look at it, and all of a sudden it reaches the bottom, and I start shaking it, they see it, wham, they eat it. But the biggest thing too, I'm not feeling the vroom. Only the odd fish is grabbing it and running. That's a real aggressive fish. But most of them, just a real soft sponge, lean back, and there's already a fish. Around these weed edges right here. Right along the edge of this weed. Brown sparse cabbage. Yes. Oh yeah. See? The drop shot. Now I'm gonna pull the boat out slowly, deeper water. Just slowly pull out the size of them. Just slowly pull them out of the weed. Because I don't want them caught in that weed. That's what we're looking for. Sit in those weeds with the drop shot right there. Most times, when that hook finds its mark, they can pull, they can run, they can do whatever they like. There's a good chance you're gonna get them out. Reliable net. And hopefully, in the live well for some pictures. Let's see you. Come here, you. Oh yeah, see? Beauty, beauty, beauty. That's what I was talking about right there. But look at that drop shot, hey? On cottage country, smallmouth bass, when they decide that they ain't gonna eat the topwater, they're not gonna chase spinner baits or crankbaits, they'll eat the drop shot. Put a few in the live well for pictures. He's pretty nice, eh? Nice fat fish. At 10:30 in the morning, got out here late, and I knew that right away. A little bit of chop, high sun, really warm. I'd have to work those fish a bit, you know, find something a bit more subtle. I could use tube jigs maybe, or Carolina rigs and stuff. But you know what, the drop shot, seriously, it's been around forever. You know, just been revolutionized a bit by the Western anglers fishing really deep for largemouth and spotted bass. But smallmouth anglers have caught on that this presentation catches them big a lot of times. Another thing you have to consider is your drag system. These fish, because of the rod, I got a 6.9 medium light action, 10-pound test fluorocarbon, a little bit of stretch with the rod. But once those fish get close to the boat, you have to have a good drag system. Right away you hear me all the time twitching that drag system, nice and smooth. You have to have it smooth. If that hook has found its mark and those fish are hooked, the only thing that can happen is you pulling too hard, breaking the line. Use a good drag, let those fish pull, take your time, you get them into the boat. 6 feet of water, same stuff I was doing before. Yep, see? That's what I mean, see? Loosen them off. I think it's a big smallmouth. Found the same kind of weeds, eh folks? Wow. That's called pattern fishing, and it's so nice when it comes together. Makes you feel like a magician. Makes you feel like KVD when you put it all together. Stay down, that's okay. That's right, get it out of your system. Pull, pull, pull all you want, that's it. Bend in the rod, let the fish just tire out. How tough are you? Are you just a tough small fish? You ain't nowhere near the size I thought you were. Look at you. You're just a tough, tough little smallmouth who's got attitude, don't you? You must be tired now. Oh, no wonder, he's got some beef to him. He is a fat little guy. Fat, you are fat. Look at him, look how small that is. But I'm telling you, he fought like he was in the double digits, but he's not. He's just a decent fish. But the nice part is, he was in the same stuff where I got him earlier. A little bit of weed, but the point is, look for the same stuff you've been catching fish on. If it's deep, look for the deep stuff. If it's rock shoals and bars and stuff like that, look for the same stuff. What I found him is 6 feet to 8 feet, cabbage, just as if they're largemouth. But these cottage country smallmouth act the same way. Look at this stuff. I'm going to show you real quickly. Look in here. Look at the stuff they're sitting in. Look at it. It looks kind of brown, like tobacco and stuff. You think, oh, it stinks, eh? Oh, it don't stink. When that's the only weed available, they'll go to that. Because the minnows are in there. And they're in there too. Drop shotting can be a great alternative to catching fish when some people think that it's too hot, it's too slick for bass. Made me happy. Next time you go out, try something like the drop shot. When everybody else on the lake is telling you that you only go out in the mornings and the evenings and stuff, we all know that's not true. You get out there, subsurface, and not just the deep stuff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Extreme Angler TV. Stay hooked, get hooked, fish extreme. Snag Proof, the world's finest weedless lures. Fishoflage, for love of the sport. Daiichi, bleeding red hooks. Catch us at extremeanglertv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.